when it comes to hip hop, it's more than just music. It's more so of a culture. There are 4 different aspects of hip hop. You have the DJ, you have the MC, you have breakdance, and you have graffiti. Starting with the DJ. The DJ is a disc jockey who plays recorded music for an audience. There are several DJs in today's society. DJs select and play music using multiple turntables to back up one or more MCs, performing turntable scratching disc to create percussive sounds. Some club DJ equipment may consist of sound recordings, a multiple sequencer which can mix tracks and audio files, a sound system, headphones, and optional microphones. Then you have the MC. The MC stands is short for Masters of Ceremony or mic controller. Essentially a word for rappers, but the term is not limited to hip hop, drum and bass, garage, happy hardcore, reggae, old school, and rap. All feature MCs. However, with these genres, the MC generally MCs live while a DJ mixes the tunes, whereas hip hop MCs mainly do it as a record. And now we move on to breakdance. Breakdance is also known as b-boying, a style of street dance that originated among African American and Latino American youth in New York City during the early 1970s. Breakdance is typically danced to hip hop and especially break beats, although modern trends allow for much wider varieties of music along certain ranges and tempos and beat patterns. And lastly, we have graffiti. Graffiti is writing or drawings scribbled, scratched, or sprayed illicitly on a wall or other surface in a public place. In modern times, paint, particularly spray paint, and marker pens have become the most common used graffiti materials. Graffiti may also express underlying social and political messages and a whole genre of artistic expressions based upon spray paint graffiti styles. Un-hip-hop related, gangs also use graffiti to mark their territory. And now that you know the basic concepts of hip hop, we will now see how those who grew up with the culture differ from those who did not. I will ask a few individuals some questions on hip hop, seeing their different perspectives on the concepts. When watching these answers, pay attention to how similar they may be, also paying attention to how different they are as well. The first question I asked was, when you hear the word hip hop, what is the first thing that comes to mind?
Just having a good time.
Music.
I guess rap and like top 40 radio.
Music.
Music.
I think of basically a musical culture that started in Brooklyn.
Music, rap.
Moving on, I asked a question, how much did you listen to hip hop if you did listen to any?
Not really. Anytime like the radio's on, my sister gets control of it. That's about it.
Not very much.
I listened since I was 12, and I still listen to it occasionally. I listen to a lot of hip hop.
I listen to hip hop every day. I have a lot of hip hop on my iTunes and just shuffles, so.
I listen to it all the time.
I listen to hip hop every day, actually.
I then moved on to the question, do you think hip hop promotes violence? And if so, why?
Definitely. I think that, hip hop kind of stems from that street life mentality, and I think they kind of like put that from their upbringings and put it in their songs. So I think in some ways it definitely promotes violence.
Depends which song. Some lyrics just are pointless and have no meaning, but other are really beautiful, and there's some great lyricists out there.
In some of the music videos sometimes.
To say that it promotes violence is a big generalization, and it depends on what kind of artist you're listening to, but it varies.
Some artists, it depends on the artist. I feel like some artists use violence and drugs as themes for their music, but at the same time, there are plenty of other artists who promote, motivation, all that through their music.
I wouldn't say it promotes violence, it promotes a lifestyle.
Not as much as, it does, but then again, a lot of other music genres promote a lot of violence, so it's not out of the order.
Moving on to the question, how do you think women are portrayed in the hip hop industry? These are the answers I received.
Depends on the artist.
I think kind of bad. A lot of songs demote them.
A lot of the common themes you see in hip hop is that women are portrayed negatively, are exploited, focus on their appearance.
Not as equals, obviously. there's some music videos that have like booty popping and bad language towards women. So no.
They're portrayed as images to people, pieces of meat.
A lot of the time, women are portrayed in a negative connotation. They're like belittled and treated with disrespect.
I then asked the individuals, when thinking of 50 Cent, do you think of a thug or a businessman?
I think of both. When 50 Cent first entered the rap industry, he, I guess in some ways, kind of like made himself seem like a thug, but I think now, since he's not doing music as often as he was in the past, he kind of does come off as being a businessman because of vitamin water and other products that he has endorsed.
A thug.
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 Both.
Both.
50 Cent, I think of a businessman. He's marketing himself and his brand.
50 Cent, when started out, may have had a thug personality / persona, which everyone still thinks of when talking about him. But what they do not know is that 50 Cent is a multi-millionaire businessman. 50 Cent has made very smart business decisions, such as spending the first $300,000 he made to trademark 50 Cent and G-Unit names. Also, teaming up with Mark Echo to found the G-Unit clothing company. One of his biggest successes 50 Cent has made was with vitamin water and selling it for $100 million to Coke. And although 50 Cent is such a successful businessman, since the media only portrays him as a thug, that is all he will be seen as. I then asked the individuals a little fun question. I asked them, when thinking of the term bands make her dance, what do you think it means?
I don't know, like, music is good and she just wants to dance to it.
No idea.
I don't want to answer that.
I think it means basically when a guy is like at a strip club and he kind of throws bands of money at the stage at the stripper. So basically the woman is dancing because of the money that the guy is giving out.
That rubber bands wrapped around stacks of money will make a woman dance.
Bands make her dance? Well, I know the meaning, and it's rubber bands around the money bills that make the girls dance.
I just learned this the other day. It's like money makes her dance.
Lastly, I asked the individuals, do you think that the hip-hop industry is discriminatory to those who were not in the culture? These are the answers that I received.
In the culture, yes. In like specific, like discriminatory versus like race, religion, like sexual orientation, no.
I don't know, it's really like, people have to put them out there, like Eminem put himself out there. And so I think, and there's like, who is this coming up? Mac Miller also comes up and other guys. So I don't think it's discriminatory. I just think it's like not enough guys are trying hard.
I don't think they're discriminatory at all because they promote their music to all kinds of people.
I don't think necessarily they discriminate against others. I think they just kind of promote like their own culture, I guess.
I don't think so. I feel like hip-hop has changed over the years, and I think that hip-hop is starting to integrate with other genres of music and just like other cultures. So no, I don't necessarily think that they are discriminatory in any sense.
People who are not in the hip hop culture might feel that it's a bit oppressive, but then people who are able to understand what the hip hop culture reflects and what it actually means to be within the culture, that's when you see the deep meanings, the actual art and the culture behind it. I don't think the hip hop culture should be considered discriminatory.